alive. Oh, whoa.
Oh.
Look alive. Hey, a little scratchy there. Holy cow. Look alive. All right, start it over.
All right. Texas Burners already in the comments.
This is garbage.
Texas Burners already in the comments. CMC out. Devo goes down. AK putting on his brave face and saying everything's going to be okay when really the world is crashing down on you. Is this the beginning of the end? Please send a P.O. box number so I can send tissues.
That came in really early, 2.5 hours before we even recorded. I don't know who Texas Burner is. I don't know what I did to Texas Burner, but this is assault, I think, on me. Tex, your mic's muted. Tex's mic is muted. Oh,
You were born on September 10th, 1987. That's what happened. That's what you did.
Day before 9/11.
Yeah.
Wow, giving out personal information here on the internet airwaves.
His social security number is.
Yeah, what's his zip code?
Look, it's episode 167. Shout out Kilgore, the Century Kilgore. September 18th, 2024. It is national. What?
You said in Spanish 167 just caught me off guard. Wasn't ready for that.
No, that wasn't
I don't
Spanish.
I don't think that's right either.
It wasn't Spanish.
Oh.
I don't know what that was. Century.
If you'll pull me, I took French.
Dude, I'm pulling the old audit or media trick where there's a bug flying around in here.
Oh.
September 18th, it is National Respect Day.
Yes.
Respect. The phrase that introduced differential disagreement, with all due respect, originates in the 1670s, dude.
Wow.
With all due respect.
Shout out Black and Gold Podcast, because I'm pretty sure we said that at least 200 times whenever we had them on for the App State preview last year. We have to get them back on once we get our hopes up so that they can just talk some realism.
Maybe before starts tomorrow, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
But we play Liberty next week.
Ooh. Give me Liberty.
That's going to be a season on the line game for Liberty.
Talking all that talk.
They got to get through us.
Yappity yap.
Give me Liberty or give me App State.
Yes.
That's what they say.
$5
So it's National Respect Day. With that being said, I would like to say, let me start with this. Let me go on Monologue Mountain here. NFL is rigged. The NFL is 100%. Stop it. I'm on Monologue Mountain. When I get off Monologue Mountain, you can come up and take my place. Monologue Mountain, NFL's rigged. They are trying to hinder Brock Purdy's success story. And they're doing it via the calves of his players. Now, the reason this is rigged is because he's coming up. Shut up, Tex. The reason it is rigged.
Okay, come on. Get us there then. Get us there.
Rigged.
It's supposed to be Monologue Minute Mountain. It's not Monologue.
Monologue Hour. Not Monologue Hour.
Knows no bounds. If you quit interrupting me and laughing in my face, I would get to the point.
We got the AK monologues here.
He's due for a contract. Nobody, since the day he came out, nobody wants to give this man respect. All he does is win football games. That's all he does is win football games. And what do they do? Two of his best players go out with calf injuries. Interesting. Right in front of the year where he's supposed to get a contract next year. So it is rigged because they don't want him to succeed for some reason. If this was anybody else, it would be the biggest story ever in the NFL. But instead, what they've done is everybody's already set the table for the 49ers that he's playing for his contract here. If he wins these next few games, then he earns his contract. But wait a minute, these are easy games. So even if they do win them, they were supposed to win them. They're throwing out all these dad blame feelers. They got all their minions out. The Colin Cowherds, the Nick Wrights, the Stephen A. Smiths, putting out their feelers of if he wins, so what? Because it's a bad schedule. If he loses, then he wasn't the guy anyways. So I'm sick of it. He is going to go off, and when he does, and they are 5-1 at the end of this thing, I want every single one of you watching, listening on this show to come on here and finally say he's legit. That's what I want. Monologue Mountain.
You want them to get on their knees and say it.
Look,
Yeah.
look, Tex. AK finds himself with a little bit of adversity here.
Yep. And he
Back
goes
against
on
the
a big
wall.
speed. Yep. He gives us the AK monologues.
Yep. And
And
look,
and tries to make a case. What he's doing is he's making a case just in case he doesn't do it.
and here's the thing.
That was a preemptive. That was a preemptive just in case.
This is also proof that AK hears, but he doesn't listen. He's already thinking about what he's going to say next. Because I've been saying this for years about the Buffalo Bills. We finally got the best player in the league on our team. And what do? They injure every single best player on the defensive side of the football. They don't want the Bills to be good because they're terrified of what would happen.
I'd be terrified of what would happen to Buffalo, dude. That place might turn into an absolute crater in the northeast part of the country.
Right. That's right.
I don't know what they dive into.
They don't want Buffalo on top of the mountain.
No,
on a log mountain.
What I'm saying is I'm sick and tired of everybody not giving him his flowers. And when he does this, I have all confidence that he will. I want everybody to come pucker up and kiss the feet of Brock Purdy and say, we were wrong about you again, even though he's 18-4 as a starter.
Well, for him.
And played in way more Super Bowls than Dak Prescott and Josh Allen have ever even thought about it.
For him, it's a good place to start this week against the crumbling Rams.
Yeah. Oh, you see what you're doing right there? You're already doing it.
Hey, it's a good confidence booster game. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. The Rams are down. They're missing players too. So asterisk win if he wins for sure.
See, already starting. It's already starting, dude. I knew it.
Hey, you know what we could say? He ain't played nobody, Paul.
He ain't played nobody, Paul. The fact of the matter is what's Jawan Jennings is over under this week?
No, he's hurt too.
The fact of the matter is the Niners are old.
Okay.
They're old, so their guys are getting hurt.
I have been having to shield off shambles meters, slander in the media. I mean, I'm out here with my shield on my chest, looking like I look like what's that? Pacific Rim. That's what I look like. One of those big guys in the metal suits,
one of the Jaegers,
just pounding off people left and right, just deflecting.
Like BMO when he dressed up as a guy from 300.
Oh yeah.
How many times? So they play. They got the Rams, then they got the Patriots. Everybody, they get a Patriots.
Come on, are you kidding me? That was a perfect.
Then the Cardinals, then the Seahawks.
Are you kidding?
Then the Chiefs, then the Cowboys. So
they get everybody back for the Chiefs.
Let's go.
So that's the next the Rams, the Patriots, the Cardinals, the
perfect
Seahawks.
Time. They looked at that schedule and said, "There's not a better time to put people on IR."
Of course. Here we go. Jawan Jennings is hurt, so let me throw you a little bone here. Ronnie Bell.
For
those of you who don't know, I made a proclamation about Ronnie Bell last year. I said when Debo's out, that's his guy. I don't think he stepped on the field once except for like a punt return.
Yeah, he caught a punt, and I'm captaining him.
Yep. But for real though, the real sneaky play for the Niners, Jacob Cowing.
Well, let's get. Hey, we'll get to that part.
Sorry. Okay, so respect day. Biscuits, anyone? I also wanted to lead in with that. Did you guys see the Marshall head coach?
Yes, I was actually just talking to my wife about it because her whole family's from West Virginia.
Oh,
yeah.
Go ahead.
So I was telling her about what the coach said about if any of the Ohio State guys wanted to jump ship, transfer portal to Marshall, he would offer them a year NIL unlimited free biscuits. And she goes, "Don't tell me it's Tutters." or Tutors or whatever it's called.
Oh,
And I was like, you know that place? And she goes, yes. We always eat biscuits there when we're up there. And she goes, she said it. They're good. So I got to take her word for it.
okay. There you go. Yeah, that was hilarious. That was an all-time
Respect.
podium moment.
Respect.
Absolute respect. Okay. I think we can get into the headlines right now. You guys want to go ahead and do that? Tex, you got anything else? Where are we at on the football? On the football team.
We're getting better.
Okay. All right.
That's where we're at.
Hey.
All right.
You're not losing, you're
Better.
learning.
Hey, shout out
right.
me. My son has his first baseball practice tomorrow.
Oh,
Nice.
hey. Get him out there, put him at pitcher. Tell him go get that ball.
We're gonna let him hit absolute yabos tanks.
Is he doing high socks or is he going pants over the cleats?
I was a high socks guy, so always high socks.
Pants over the cleats.
I didn't wear the pants over the cleats.
Here's the real question. Are you coaching?
I don't know.
Are you going to wear your coaching shorts?
Well, the thing was, just like you tried to get me to submit all my personal information on this show over the airwaves, somebody's texting me asking me for I need your social security. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, they're probably going for a background check.
Well, I understand that, but I'm not going to send it to this random number that just reaches out to me. I'm like, I need to shake some hands and kiss some babies first before I get out there and start. The guy did ask me.
Tell him to send his ID over.
He was. let me get a picture. You send yours first. But he did ask me for some drills. He's like, you got any good drills? I was like, oh, buddy, you want to do some drills? You know how many baseball camps we've done in my lifetime? Let's get it.
Yeah.
Buku's here. All right, Buku. We haven't seen you in a week.
Yeah, we didn't get a bet last week, Buku.
Yeah. Okay.
We saluted.
Headlines. No, not yet. Not yet. We got headlines. Here we go. Guys. Number 5 headline. The Eagles. The Eagles snatch victory from the jaws, snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. Whatever that saying goes. And they let Kirk Cousins dial it up in the second half, 13-16 for 140 and 2 tutties, including a game-winning drive with 40 seconds to go where the Eagles had a 99.3% chance to win the game before Saquon Barkley dropped the ball and Nick Sirianni forgot how to run the football late in the game. Some questionable calls from the Philadelphia Eagles, but holy moly, that was hilarious.
Trying to keep the Cowboys in the division.
Dude, now the Commanders are leading the division. Cowboys aren't even in the top 2.
Wow.
You want to talk about shambles meter? I mean, if you're a Dallas fan, let's ask.
I think they're on the shambles.
Is it season on the line game this weekend for the Cowboys? Let's go ahead and turn it to that.
Wow.
I mean, what are you playing for? It really is for the Ravens, I think.
Well, yeah, because they got the Bills next week.
Oh.
Yeah. They're not. The schedule's not doing them any favors. Although they should have won the first 2 games. And
shout out ESPN for literally making that whole thing about Jason Kelce. I've had about enough of it. They're trying to make him the Mannings. It's evidently clear that ESPN wants to have the Kelces be the second coming of the Mannings. There's going to be a Kelce cast on ESPN 8 the Ocho coming, probably. Travis Kelce's going to be on the field with his helmet on the camera, microphone, doing games while he's on Monday Night Football.
Speaking of the Mannings, did you happen to see Matt Ryan on the Manning cast at the end of the game?
No.
So I think it was before the Eagles were about to kick that field goal. He was saying, right after this field goal, the Falcons need to get down as far as they can and kick a field goal as fast as they can and then try to go for the onside kick. I think that's the only way they have a shot at this game. And Peyton Manning is like, what? What are you talking about? I don't think he realized they were only down 6, but yeah, he was all about the Falcons kicking a long field goal.
No wonder they lost 28-3.
Yeah, to save time and then going for the onside kick.
What the heck, dude? All right, that's good TV, dude. I'm telling you. But yeah, the Eagles. That was a fun game. It was entertaining. I was pretty mad at myself that I didn't catch the Britton Covey news because I played the other wide receiver. So I played the other rookie, and that was a bad mistake. It probably cost me a lot of money because Covey was in the millie. That was a shame. That was a real shame, is what that was. Number 4. So suck it, Eagles. You guys suck. And don't tell me Jalen Hurts played great just because he ran all over the place. They stunk. They blew it. And they can't pressure the quarterback. Anyways, number 4, Bryce Young. Welcome to the bench, dude. Thoughts on Bryce Young getting benched?
I mean, he's mad about it. He's mad about it, and he should be a little bit. He should be a little bit, but at the same time, you got to go out there and do something.
Yeah. Don't talk about it. Be about it.
Yeah.
Wait, he's mad? Is he really mad?
Mad.
He's a competitor, dude.
There's
Wouldn't
an
you be mad if
ESPN
you
article
get benched?
about it. He's mad about it. I'd be mad too.
I mean, you can't be that mad because you haven't thrown a touchdown in like a year.
Dude, the last 10 games, or maybe it's 14 games, the Panthers have only been leading for 10 seconds total.
The spread on the Panthers game this week is 5.
It's so bad.
Who are they playing?
Can you imagine rooting for
The
your
Raiders.
team and you've only led for 10 seconds in like a year?
God.
It's so bad, dude.
They're playing the Raiders.
They're playing the Raiders.
The Raiders got a good
over-under's
defense.
40. Over-under's 40. Spread is 5.
But the Red Rocket slings it.
He
Oh,
does.
He's not
Oh,
going to
yeah.
hold on to it.
I think they're going to get a little bit different type of game.
yeah. It's going to be.
You're going to have
Change the pace.
Thielen and Johnson.
Yep.
I think it's going to be a lot of kind of like what the Saints did. I guarantee you.
I was thinking Tampa with Baker
know.
last year.
Yeah. I just slot it up, dude.
Yep.
Just slot show. Okay. So Bryce Young was benched. I think it's weird, but hasn't really done much to justify not being benched. So number 3 is Tennessee jacking up the prices. I've made an additional graphic for that. So we'll go to those as we finish out the top 3. This is from On3. Tennessee is preparing to add a 10% talent fee to ticket prices to raise money to give to its players. Thoughts?
They're all trying to get ready for this new court hearing, or the court hearing to finish, the revenue sharing.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they can revenue share, then they can actually like really pay these guys salaries. So they're all like Arkansas. I saw Arkansas's athletic director was asking, like he sent a memo out to the state of Arkansas. He's like, if we can get 10,000 households to donate $100, that will set us up for the new NIL. I was like, that's a lot of money.
That's so weird to like. That's even a thing.
Well,
like they're campaigning
they got
to
all this money, and the coaches have been the ones that have made all the money until now.
Yeah,
It's like, I don't know. You need to pay the support staff too. People that are out talking to these people to pay the money.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of people asking for this money that are making $30,000 a year.
What happened to the old lemonade stands? Why don't you set up one of those? Car wash from Dodgeball.
We used to write letters.
Where's the candy bars? Remember the old candy bars you used to walk around with?
The little cards that you get, the booklets.
Yes.
You flip
the coupons?
Yes.
The coupon booklets?
Yep.
Yes, dude. The players should be out doing that. I mean, put some of this on the players. Door to door, baby.
Well, hey, Penguins. Shout out to the Penguins. I'll give them credit for that. Shout out to the Penguins. Sidney Crosby delivering season tickets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, it's about winning.
About the kids.
It's about winning. No, Sidney Crosby said it's about winning.
They don't win, though. They suck now.
They do win. 17 straight years in the playoffs. How many the Rangers get?
Okay.
How many the Sabres get? How many Sabres get?
Who's
gonna miss
had
one
more
every now and
losing
again.
seasons? Who's had more losing seasons recently, the Penguins or the Steelers?
What do you mean losing seasons?
Put the
Penguins didn't have a
Pittsburgh on
losing
the
season.
map, dude. Put it on
Steelers,
them.
Steelers
They
haven't
never-
had a
put it
losing
on 'em.
season since Mike
Penguins
Tomlin
have-
was
the Penguins didn't
starting
have a
the head
losing season.
coach.
You put them in
Penguins
a
didn't have a losing
blender right
season.
there.
When was the Penguins' last losing season? Was it before Mike Tomlin started coaching?
It was way before Sidney Crosby. They didn't have a losing season last year or the year before.
That's a good question.
Who's been in Pittsburgh longer though, Mike Tomlin or Sidney Crosby?
It was 2005. So
When was Mike Tomlin there? It's got to be tied then. Did Mike Tomlin save the Penguins and the Steelers?
as a head coach?
Wow.
As a head coach?
Mike Tomlin saved
So Bill Cowher was
the
still the head
city
coach
of
until like
Pittsburgh.
2009.
Does Mike Tomlin get a Stanley Cup ring for winning the
No.
Where's the CEO stats? He's going to love that. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. That was a great question. Tex, answer the question. When did the Penguins have a last losing season?
2005, whenever Sidney Crosby's first season.
When was Mike Tomlin in Pittsburgh? 2005?
No, his first year as a head coach?
Yeah.
It was like 2009.
Hold on.
But he was there. He was there with Cowher.
I don't know about all that.
Hold on. 2007.
Ooh.
Wow. Wow, dude.
So we started making the playoffs before Mike Tomlin.
No, that's the timings there. That you're saying in 2006, the Penguins made the playoffs again, didn't have a losing season, which is when they started the hiring process for Mike Tomlin. So Mike Tomlin saved the Penguins.
That doesn't make any sense.
Wow.
That doesn't make any sense.
So, wow, the Penguins can owe their success to Mike Tomlin never had a losing season.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. That's really good. Okay, Buku says he fell asleep sitting or watching the show last week. He's been working like a barred mule. Did hit a teaser on Saturday, Sunday last week though. Any y'all on Action? I'm posting. Oh, I know what the Action is. That's where we're doing our pick.
I'll tell you what Action to get in, Buku.
No, he means the website.
Two pick parlay. Two-pick parlay. Ramondre Stevenson, 60 yards rushing. Breece Hall, 60 yards rushing. Plus 210 as a parlay.
Fabrice, the fresh parlay.
60 plus for both, plus 210 as a parlay.
Ooh, shout out Buku.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Shout out Buku. Pick a money line App State, and then BMO says to your Crosby extension.
Yep.
Probably. Beautiful bearded bastards. What's up? I was watching y'all on the Fun Football podcast. Nice job, fellas. Thanks for tuning in. Triple B's, dude. Big baller brand too. Y'all got to buy that right. Get the copyright for that. And Miss CO Stats says 2007. Wow, I cannot believe we just tied all that together. That was incredible. Did you notice my little thing right here, Tennessee? Because they jacked it up.
I did see that. Yeah.
That was good. That's good, right? That's a Mike Greenberg right there. All right, next one. D'Amico Ryans. Did you see what he said? I think this was a misquote, but it was going around the internet like wildfire. He said, "You're gonna get hard if you're playing us." Insert
Stephon Diggs. That dude. I mean, just look at pictures of Stephon Diggs.
Frank Gore. Frank Gore. Insert Ron Burgundy meme in the bleeded plants. I think it said you're going to get hit hard after they beat up Caleb or Azeez Al-Shaair was on the sideline fighting the entire Bears team. But he said you're going to get hard. Tex. Actually, no, never mind.
You about to ask me about that? Just a bunch of lumberjacks out there running around.
Shut out. Yeah, he traveled 400 miles to give him a seat, and they did.
That's right.
All the way to Chicago to Houston, baby. Get hard. Shout out Will Ferrell. There's a lot of Will Ferrell references with Get Hard. They actually had a movie named Get Hard. Him and who's that guy?
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. There you go. Anyways, I don't know what I was going to ask, but football guy right there. Football guy. And then number 1, the Falcons, Arthur Blank is going to induct himself into his own Ring of Honor. He's going to give all fans 2 free hot dogs, 2 bags of chips, and unlimited soda in the souvenir. In preparation for the game, they've ordered 100,000 hot dogs to make up for this. And I'm sitting here thinking, I don't know that actually means 2 per person, correct?
I mean, that's 50,000, right?
How many people sit in the Falcons stadium?
Like 70 or 80.
So
here's the thing. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Falcons game on TV, like a non-primetime game, or been to a game in Atlanta. There's not many people going to the Falcons games right now.
Oh,
so
he's trying to get him in there.
This is genius for him because he's like, hey, I'm getting honored. I want a lot of people in here to see me get honored. So I'm just going to give out a bunch of free stuff, even though it's like regular $2 for a hot dog, like actual regular prices instead of being jacked up anyway. But it's smart.
Who decided that he was in the Ring of Honor?
He did.
Okay. I'm confused.
Or his sons.
How many Joey Chestnuts would it take to eat all those hot dogs? That's the real question.
100K divided by 83.
I can't do that. I guess it would 1,000. Yeah. Roughly 1,000. Because if there was 100 hot dogs he could eat. Yeah. So he'd only have this is a fraud. He'd only be able to get 1,000 Joey Chestnuts at this game. So there you go. Bear with a machine gun is here, thank goodness. And he's got a new avatar. It's a bear riding a shark on a monstrous wave, which is incredible.
Yeah.
So Buku's shouting you out, Tex. You haven't steered him wrong at this part. He's gonna ride. Hop on the technological. All right, what are we doing next? That's all the headlines. Let's get this out of here. I think now we have the football.
Football? Yay, yay.
Everything we do here is in-house. In-house graphics, in-house audio, all done by us.
How many times did you say that before you were like, that's the one?
Once. I did it once. I was like, this is going to be stupid in and of itself, so I don't need to make any effort toward it at all. The real hard part was figuring out how to do the graphic like that, where it moves and all that stuff. That was the real hard part. Okay, we got football. We got a Thursday night game. But first, the dad joke. I caught a tuna recently, and I think its eyes were all messed up. I think it had mackerel degeneration. Bebo will get that one. Come on, Bebo. Back you. Come on, folks. Great joke. Very well crafted. Tex didn't even say anything. Okay. Thursday night game. Let's tee this thing up, shall we? Hold on. I lost myself. The Jets, 1-1. Hosting the New England Patriots. The Jets beat the Tits last week. New England had an overtime loss. Seattle, the Jets, this is their second primetime game. They played on the Monday night game. First home game, and the first time Rodgers is back on MetLife. I believe we all know. I think I actually put the picture in the thumbnail of him carrying the flag. A little bit of statistics.
That was his highlight from last year, dude.
That's 30 for 30 seconds.
It was electric. It was September 11th.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. That's why he was carrying the flag. Damn, it sucks. It sucks. The offense. Here's a little offense for you guys. Jets total offense 27th. Their passing offense 22nd. Their rushing offense 26th. That is not good.
Nathaniel Hackett is calling plays for them.
And they've played the 49ers and the Titans. The Titans have got a legit defense. I was looking up stats. New England total offense is 20th. Their passing offense is 29th. their rushing offense is 4th. New York, the Jets are really good in the red zone. It's 75% every time they get there. 3 out of 4 times they've scored a touchdown. Now, when I say passing, these quarterbacks are averaging less than 200 yards a game.
But wait, that stat's a little misleading. 75%. You just said in 2 games they've been to the red zone 4 times. That's not good.
So.
That's not good.
I don't think many teams are getting there to the red zone, honestly.
Yeah, scoring's down.
Scoring's down.
Bills
Quarterback
are
play
averaging
sucks.
30.
I got something for you later in the show. But yeah, like when I say 22nd, they're averaging 181 yards passing, and the Patriots are averaging 122. Now, defensively, the Jets' total defense is 24th. New England's is 11th. Passing defense, the Jets is 17th. New England's is 27th. Rushing defense, the Jets is 24th. New England has the second best rushing defense. So these are all just little numbers to get the mind percolating about maybe a little DraftKings lineup tomorrow night.
Sounds like the Patriots did a little Oklahoma drill during camp.
Mm.
Run and tackle.
Their pass defense sucks, but so does the Jets' offense on passing. And the Jets' defense sucks against the rush, but New England's is really good against the rush as far as their offense goes at running the ball. So maybe there's the matchup. So, anywho, that was just a little something there. All right, here we go. Previews, hot takes. Jets favored by 6 last time I looked. Over under 38.5 last time I looked. This is a game that could possibly be 23-10 or something like that, or 21-10 or 20-17. I think that's
Field
what
goal
they're
game.
planning on. Yep. But they're saying 22-16, basically. That's what they're saying. Somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm.
Or
So,
19-16.
We put up our – no, that would be 35. And that would not be 6-point spread. You got to look at the
19 and oh wait, that's 13.
Go ahead, dude.
I was trying to do
find
math.
another way.
I was trying to do
6
math so you would understand it.
No, it is. It's 22-16. It's going to be in that range. That's what they're saying. Really, what they're saying is it's going to be 23-17, 22.5, 16.5. Somewhere in there. Anyways. Okay. What do we think? First initial thoughts, J-Vi.
Well, I'm not gonna watch this game because App's playing tomorrow, so I'm gonna watch the App game. But if App happens to be blowing them out and I flip over to this game, I'm taking the Pats at plus 6.5. What it's on FanDuel, I believe.
Okay.
Taking that, but also I'm going with Stevenson over 85.5 rushing and receiving yards. Because in the 2 games the Jets have played, Mason went over 100.
Yep. So that was just on the ground.
Yeah, and Pollard went over 100 rushing and receiving. And Pollard, I don't even think was there. Or no, that was a different game. I was gonna say I didn't think Pollard was their leading rusher, but I think that was the Pats last game. Stevenson wasn't their leading rusher, but he's gone over 85 his 2 games as well. So I'm going over 85 for him, rushing and receiving.
I like that. I like that little nugget there. That is definitely, again, the Jets are terrible against running backs.
Yes.
So, and they're going to get him the ball. Tex, go ahead.
Jacoby Brissett is 2-2 against the Jets, so this is a revenge game for him to get plus against the Jets.
Series on the line game for him. Game 5.
And this would be the 5th team that he has played against the Jets with.
Oh,
played against him with
nice
Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Played against him with Miami, Cleveland, Washington. Hasn't beat him since 2021. Out for revenge.
So they're due.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea
due.
where you're going with that. I was like, I'm pretty sure
He
he
never
did
played
not
for
play.
the Jets.
Yeah, I was like, I don't
That's
think he
Tyrod
played.
Taylor
And Geno Smith.
and Geno Smith.
That was a revenge game. No,
Mhm.
it wasn't a revenge game last week.
But he hasn't beat him since 2021, and he's playing with the Dolphins.
He played for the Dolphins. I forgot about that. That's a nice little nugget there.
But he didn't start that game.
BMO
So he hasn't beat it. He hasn't beat him since 2020
Ooh,
when he played
go back
when he played
another
for the
year.
Colts. Yeah. He didn't play that 2021 game. He was just on the team.
I know a thing or two about that.
Yeah.
Only reason to watch this game, BMO says, is to see if Brissett gets injured from having a Swiss cheese. Dude, whoa. You don't be asking out here for people to get injured, BMO.
Yeah.
Have some respect. It's National Respect Day.
He wants to see Drake May's first snaps.
The Matriots.
Good news for Drake May. Him and Penix still have the same amount of touchdown passes as every other rookie. So they still could be first if you had them as throwing your first rookie touchdown.
J.J. McCarthy, too, also tied with Caleb Williams, Bo Nix, and Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, very true.
Good point. Very good point. I want to know I want the next Gen Stat tracker on how they do where people run a whole bunch of yards during the game, like the Cooper Cup one. I want to see which one of these quarterbacks covers more ground with the next gen stats because neither of them can move at all. I want to see somebody do the next gen stats of Aaron Rodgers and Jacoby Brissett of who covers more ground because I think Cooper Kupp ran like 4 miles or something. I bet you they don't even get to a mile combined. So, also triple RB play in here for your DraftKings lineups. Another second, yes, Breece Hall, Braylon Allen, Ramondre Stevenson. You can play all three of those. Guarantee you.
Jets have Allen?
Yeah, from Wisconsin.
No.
He scored 2 touchdowns last week.
You don't want him.
Dude, I'm not making the don't make this. That's who he plays for. Follow-up question for this game. Is this the toughest head coach match thus far in the NFL? Saleh versus Gerard Mayo. That would be a heavyweight fight. You know what I mean?
What about this, though? Going back to your running back, 3 running backs. Your boy, Antonio Gibson.
Woo!
Last week for the Pats. 11 carries, 96 yards.
That is my guy, dude. You saying quads? You saying quad
quad
running backs? Double D?
You won't?
Double D.
Quad
I
backs.
love les passants.
Quad backs, 2 kickers.
I'm doing it. I'm going to put it in there. I'm calling it. Let's do it. Okay. And Butch just asked who will win Thursday Night Football. That's a very good question, Butch. Wish you were here to answer.
I don't think the Jets have beaten the Patriots in a long time.
This game,
or at least in primetime or something.
It's just going to be weird because the whole talk before the game is going to be all about what happened last year, this and that. I wonder if the Jets, is Fireman Ed going to be there?
Yeah, he's back.
Okay. I thought he retired. I thought he was selling all of his stuff on Amazon.
He bailed for a while. I think he's back.
Okay. Aaron Rodgers brought him back. That's good. I haven't seen him in a while. Now, there was a run there where we had some pretty good super fans with Boltman and Chiefsaholic and Fireman Ed and Banjo guy for the Bills, whoever that is.
The Elvis.
The Bills fans did. I mean, Mafia's dead, dude. Bills Mafia's dead.
Yeah,
it's
right.
Dead?
Dude.
It's dead.
Please elaborate.
You were just talking about how good they are and how much you love Two Bills Drive.
Two Bills Drive is a great community. Great community. The Bills Mafia is dead.
Wow, it's run its
They're
course.
they're digging that hole beside the stadium to bury the Bills Mafia, and they're going to put a tombstone stadium over top of it.
Here lies
Bills
the,
Mafia
the,
is dead.
the fan base formerly known as Bills
They
Mafia.
peaked in 2020, man. They peaked in 2020.
As a Bills fan, who do you want to win this game?
J-Bye.
Thoughts?
Probably the Patriots.
How does this game affect Josh Allen's legacy?
Doesn't. Best quarterback in the league.
Okay. All right. I don't have anything else on this game. Do you?
No.
Best running back in the league for sure.
Yes.
Who? Jordan Mason?
No.
It's definitely not the Cowboys. They don't even have a running back.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
no, Josh Allen.
you're now saying if you're putting Jordan Mason up there, you're saying CMC's the third best running back in the league.
I'm just going off what I've seen this year.
Mm.
CMC hasn't even played.
Mm.
So
Madden cover jinx. You know who didn't fall for that? Who was on the cover last year and played every single game? Josh Allen.
good for
Skipped
him.
a year.
You know who played in the Super Bowl because it wasn't Josh Allen.
Oh, wow. You know who else it wasn't? You know who didn't win?
Oh, who didn't
Niners.
win? You had 2 weeks of listening to Niners Chiefs all the way up to the Super Bowl. I just want to let the record show that I got on here during the Super Bowl to watch them lose. So that's the bar that has been set for this show. If your team makes the Super Bowl, we are live streaming it, and if they lose, you have to stay on.
Yep. That's okay.
That's the rules.
That's okay.
Cowboys. I mean, you're not worried about it, Tex, because the Cowboys are never making the Super Bowl. Let's be honest.
They are.
No, they're not.
I'll do it also for the Natty.
Texas?
Isn't that
You're gonna
Monday
do a
night,
Monday-
though?
That's a Monday night.
Monday night.
No. We already have it on record. You heard it here first, folks. Texas is in the Natty. Tex will be live streaming.
I've already put money on it.
Okay.
Texas to win the Natty.
Did you get a plus odds?
Yep.
What was it?
Plus
Do you
odds.
remember? Ooh, all right.
500. Plus 500.
Buku from the rafters. Here's you a 7-point teaser on DraftKings. Plus 200 USC plus 1.5. Tennessee even. Michigan State. There. Nope. He threw a Michigan State in there.
I know.
Like we wouldn't see it. And then Arkansas plus 10. Buku. No. You can't sneak old Sparty in there. We've lost confidence.
They play Boston
Wait,
College.
what did it say again?
Here you go. Put it up there for you, Tex. 7-point teaser.
I'm going to take a picture of this so we can all remember.
Okay. We're taking a picture. Taking a picture of the screen. Here we go. Tex, you don't tease?
Doesn't Michigan State play Boston College?
I don't know what you mean by tease.
It means
Parlay?
you can change. No, you can change the spread.
Yeah, you change the spread.
Tease it up or down, or
If you
please
go
it
to
or
if
tease
you
it.
go to game spreads, when you're at the game, if you go to game spreads, you can change what the line is.
Yeah. You haven't even gotten into the tease. Yeah, so they play Boston College at Boston College.
And you know what game it is for Boston College?
Luke Kuechly game.
Red bandana game.
Oh no, Buku, change that. Get him out of there. Get him out.
I see what you're saying. I see what he's saying now. I got
Yeah.
it. Got it.
Get him out. Get him out. BMO wants to know why the Natty's on a Monday night. They need to figure out this big game day schedule. They
It's always
do.
been a
They're
Monday.
I know, but they're screwing everybody up with the Super Bowl.
Well,
and
they
Sunday.
talked about it in this thing I went to, and it's all because of the NFL. NFL after December 14th or whatever day was after the Army Navy game, they own the Saturday.
Yeah, it's the most popular games of the year. It's the most watched television all year are those games.
The NFL games,
the playoffs. Yeah,
playoffs. All right. Okay. Next slide. What are we doing next? We got football. We got more football. Okay. Here's the week 3 schedule in the NFL. Much to J-Vi and Texas chagrin, they don't like when I put this graphic up here because they think I want to go through every game.
Yeah,
I don't. I know.
You can't help yourself. You get up there and you start going Ooh, the Giants.
Ooh.
You start giving us the Bear Force 1.
Yeah.
Start,
The Bears. Let's keep it going. Texans versus Vikings.
Give a little to me, and I'll give a little to you.
Undefeated matchup. Philly versus the Saints.
You can't do it.
Chargers versus Steelers. Another undefeated. Broncos Bucks.
See?
Packers
Can't help it.
Titans. Panthers Raiders. Dolphins Hawks. I heard this was they said this was supposed to be the Hawks 2
doing
again.
exactly what he said he wasn't going to do.
They said this was supposed to be the you're missing the joke, Tex. This was supposed to be the Hawks 2 a game. Lions Cardinals, Ravens Cowboys, Niners Rams, and then the other 3. I did it. This is dumb, by the way. This Monday night game at the same time, that's stupid. It's absolutely dumb.
They're not respecting the Bills, dude.
They're trying to take them out. Is that even prime time? 7:30? That's not prime time. Don't sit up here and tell me the Bills are on prime time.
Monday night, dude. ESPN.
Okay. Let's by the way, when I flash this graphic up here of our GoatCon press conference where we just ask questions we're interested in about the NFL Week 3, J-Vi's font is about size 3 because he sent the longest message ever in the group chat, and you may not be able to read it. So I'll try to read it for you on my screen.
I can read it.
So we took this schedule and we picked out the hottest questions, and usually this just ends up us trash talking each other's teams, of course, as you would expect. Shout out to everybody on TikTok yelling at us because we trash the Chiefs, and I'm like, you don't understand. We have people that listen to this show that are Chiefs fans, and we just want to piss them off. Listen to the show, you'll understand. So, anyways, here we go. GoatCon press conference, relevant weekly football questions. That right there, the GCPC RWFQ is what it stands. Is the short version. Okay, J-Vi, as is tradition, you go first.
Can I just do both of mine at the same time?
Go ahead. Do them right at the same. You go ahead.
So mine basically kind of revolves around the last game. Everybody's saying is the most watched game this past year. Everybody's talking about what happened during that game. But my question is about the 2 quarterbacks in that game because they're widely considered 2 of the top quarterbacks in the league. But Burrow is 5-7 in his last 12 starts. Is it time to move on?
Is that rhetorical, or can we answer that?
I mean, it's just a question for right now.
Okay.
Because I'm also going to go on about Mahomes has the least amount of air yards per pass at 5 yards. Can he not throw the ball deep anymore without help from the refs? Should Chiefs fans be concerned? And this prompted a tweet from one of the hosts at a Buffalo sports talk radio station that said that Mahomes he leads the league with 17 reversed interceptions from a penalty. So it means he'd have 17 more picks if it wasn't for penalties calling him back. So that prompted another person to go on a deep dive about each one of these interceptions that Mahomes has had. Yes.
Yep.
And he stated that 8 of the 17 were from offsides calls. So Mahomes just throwing it up because play didn't matter anyway. The defense was offsides. But then he also said that Burrow actually leads the league in these interceptions being called back. He has 8 without the offsides, and per pass, he's thrown more. So with that being said, you know what person has earned all their turnovers and doesn't get their turnovers called back? So therefore, he's earned them, and he's the best player. He's actually the best quarterback. Josh Allen.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, follow up.
What is Josh Allen's record against the Jaguars?
I think 0-2, maybe 0-3, 1-2.
1-2.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're terrible against the Jags.
What is Trevor Lawrence's record against the Bills?
2-0.
2-0.
Wow.
But has he played in Buffalo?
Does Trevor Lawrence own the Bills?
Has he played in Buffalo?
One game at home and one game at Buffalo. Both victories.
Wow.
No, timeout.
Wow.
You're not doing that because it wasn't at Buffalo. It was in London.
At Buffalo. It was at Buffalo.
It was in London. It was not at Buffalo.
Buffalo was the home
You're not doing
team.
that. You're not doing that.
Buffalo was the home team. It was
No.
at
They
your
were
place.
hosting.
It was
No.
at your house.
Josh Allen can't beat the Jags at home. Is basically what you're saying.
Josh Allen, exactly. He's afraid.
Josh Allen.
He's a fear.
Wow. So that
Yeah.
all goes back to, if you want to do the transitive property, J.A. supposedly better than Burrow Mahomes, but he can't beat Trevor Lawrence. Is Trevor Lawrence better than Mahomes and Burrow? I'm going to use
Highest paid quarterback in the league.
also these right here, thick jackets that we wore, or I wore one of them whenever we were up in Buffalo not too long ago. Shout out the weapon. Is the Jaguars the Vikings for Brock Purdy are the Jaguars to Josh Allen what the Vikings are to Brock Purdy, two elite quarterbacks that can't beat a team? Because Josh Allen hasn't beaten the Jags and Brock Purdy has not beaten the Vikings. Those are his only two losses in the NFC. Thoughts?
I just think the Bills, I mean, that was Jim Kelly's last game was against the Jaguars when they were an expansion team.
Don't bring Jim Kelly into this.
I'm just saying the Bills have had problems with the Jaguars for a long time.
The member berries. Remember Jim
Lost
Kelly?
to him.
Yeah. Remember the last quarterback that actually got Buffalo to a Super Bowl?
Remember Barry.
Look at him deflect. He won't answer the question.
Yeah.
When the big guns come out and we attack Josh Allen respectfully, with all due respect.
I thought it was National Respect Your Day. I didn't think we were talking about each other's quarterbacks today.
That's BS because right here on the right of the screen, there is always, as text seems to find a way every time to bring up Brock Purdy. So,
but he's just asking if he's going to be the guy. He's not talking bad about him. He wants to know. He's got fantasy to pick.
Is he going to be the guy without everybody else there? Is he really going to earn this money?
You want me to go on monologue?
Brock Purdy 1-0 against the Rams.
Does Brock Purdy, if he scores a touchdown, do the pay me my money?
No. First of all, he would never sound like that. He'd probably pull out an Applebee's shirt or something and be like, look, go to Eating Good in the Neighborhood. That's probably what he'd say. And then get paid like Ricky Bobby used to do. He will be the guy. I'm telling you right now, when we come on here Sunday and the Niners have won by double digits
against the Rams,
who cares?
Worst team in the league.
That's not that
statistically.
That doesn't matter. Matt Stafford, you two. Matt Stafford's a great quarterback. He's one of the best in the league. Going toe to toe. He doesn't have his weapons. Purdy doesn't have his weapons. Let's put it on the table then. Put them on the table. Neither of them have weapons.
Matt Stafford's record against guess what it is, AK.
What, against the 49ers?
Against the 49ers, just guess.
It's like 1
for a long time.
1-6. Oh, against the like total?
Yeah.
What is it? 2-7?
1-8.
Yeah. Wow.
Hasn't beat him since 2015.
I know. That's why all you idiots sat up here and said the Rams are sneaking. I'm like, the Rams can't beat the Niners. They beat them one time. And it was in the NFC.
They're sneaking. Hey, you know what? They're sneaking, and I think they're going to sneak them.
They beat them when it mattered in the NFC Championship when they won the Super Bowl.
I saw Brock Purdy wasn't playing then. I saw a stat that said that SoFi is going to be 70% 49ers fans. Home game.
Nobody watches football in LA.
His first game against them was 2011.
Jeez,
that's crazy, man. Me and J-Vi were still living together. That's before we were living together.
That was before.
Okay. All right. Here's my first question: is this a revenge game for Malik Willis? Because apparently Jordan Love has a shot to play, and I think they have to give this to Malik. They got to give him this opportunity.
They got to let him start.
to exact revenge against the Titans for trading him or cutting him in lieu of Mr. Pat Mayo Holmes, Will Levis, Mayo boy, Hellman's boy. That would be a funny one where it's like the devil with the antlers cut off or whatever they are. Is it a revenge game for Malik Willis? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Tex, thoughts?
Yes.
Okay. This is actually a very good, intriguing matchup because the Titans' defense is for real, and they want to run the ball in Green Bay. So Malik Willis is going to have to make some. This should be hilarious. This will be a good game where there's just might be hilarious turnovers between the two quarterbacks. I'm dubbing this funniest turnover game of the week. Bear or Packers Titans. Funniest turnover game. Second question. Where are all the QBs? I was looking it up. I was like, QB play has been atrocious, and everybody wants to go to bat for them. They didn't play together in the preseason. They haven't practiced. There's no cohesion. Well, first of all, go to practice. Stop sitting out. Secondly, stop making excuses for everybody. Thirdly, there have only been 5 games or 5 quarterbacks who have thrown for over 300 yards the past 2 weeks. I thought this was an offensive league. I was told and led to believe that these quarterbacks that are coming in are generational talents. They were going to change the game with all their arm angles and platform throws and, all this other stuff. They play outside the game, above the numbers, all this BS. 5 quarterbacks have thrown for over 300 yards. Tua, Matt Stafford, Jared Goff, Brock Purdy. I forgot the 5th one.
Dak Prescott.
No, I don't think it was Dak Prescott. So where are the quarterbacks? I'm sick of it. Somebody show up, be the quarterback you're supposed to. Geno Smith. These are the 5 quarterbacks that have thrown for 300 yards thus far. Tua, Stafford, Purdy, Goff, Smith. You know what none of them can do? Run. Give it to us. Come on. Thoughts on that?
I mean, like I mentioned earlier, none of the rookie quarterbacks have thrown a passing touchdown yet.
Terrible.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty bad. Well, I mean, didn't Cam Newton come out and throw 4 touchdowns his first game?
Yeah, 400 yards.
Yeah, he's terrible at passing.
Cam Newton. Unbelievable. That goes right into Dylon's question. Who will show up to be the bigger bust between Caleb Williams and Anthony Richardson? This is another game that's going to be pretty hilarious between the Colts and the Bears. The Bears cannot run the football, but the Colts cannot stop the run. They have the worst run defense in the league, and I think they just lost to Forrest Buckner. And the Bears' defense is really good. So I don't really know what is going to happen in this game other than possibly bet the under.
They play each other, Bears, Colts.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's going to be a bad football game.
That's going to be bad.
The Bears have Swift, though. Like, you think they'd be able to do something with
They can't
Swift.
do anything.
Run and screen with DJ Moore. Like,
put DJ Moore in the backfield.
Yeah.
Move him around. Motion. Do something.
I think if Caleb Williams would learn how to just stay in the pocket and make a read, he would be okay. Like he's got the arm ability. He can throw. He can throw a ball across the middle without sailing it. Like Anthony Richardson can't do that. He just has the athletic ability. Caleb Williams wants to try to prove to you that he has that when it's like, dude, just sit there and throw it.
See the field, but that was the problem with him coming out when everybody's like, he's generational. I'm like, he doesn't throw from the pocket. He never throws from the pocket. That is going to be a problem. Like
I was going to say that's an Oklahoma thing, but that's a Lincoln Riley thing.
Yeah.
Think about when Baker was there. Baker ran around. Then Jalen Hurts ran around.
Kyler.
Yeah, all those guys ran around.
Cue the Blues Travelers run around. But yeah, I think that game's going to be just hilarious, bad football. Because if the Bears are smart, they will hand the ball off 30 times and let their defense go to work and press Anthony Richardson.
You notice what people forgot too about Indy because all they want to do is talk about Anthony Richardson, how far he can throw it. They have Jonathan Taylor.
He wasn't on the field for the last half of the or like the last quarter of the game last week.
I was looking at that because I made like a anytime touchdown 10-leg parlay, and I forget who I picked for that game, but I'm like, why did I not pick Jonathan Taylor? Like that guy scores every game, or he used to at least. But
they want to put on display their young quarterbacks and make the TikTok highlights and all that stuff. So, anyways, those are the questions. Butch P had one. He said, "Will the Cowboys play Overshown more than 18 snaps?" Tex, care to comment?
I think they're just working him up because he did blow his knee out last year. So I think they're just keeping him on a snap count and letting him slowly work himself back into it.
That's a very astute answer because that's very true. Most people, it takes a long time. Okay, those are all the questions we're looking for in week 3. If you have questions, don't be afraid to ask them, and we will answer them. Okay. I think it's now time for the DFS, the betting. That we did not play, even though Dylon probably could have played that. We did not play that.
Dave could rip that.
Oh, Dave, we're way up high on the tiny strings. Are you kidding me? All right. This is the segment where we have picked out some DFS plays. We have put together some 11 on our little bets. Again, disclaimer, we are not experts. We do not claim to be experts. We are not cappers. This is just mainly for us to talk trash to each other when it screws up. And we can laugh in the face. Oh, yes, right there, Steve. Smith CO stats knows. And the one win Stafford bounced the ball off. Jaquiski Tart threw it. Don't even get me started on that. Niners should have won that game, been in the Super Bowl again for like the 4th time. Niners are turning into the Bills, though. They keep getting there and losing. Anyways, bet time.
Welcome.
J-Vi, you're up first.
So like I said earlier, I'm picking the Pats at +6.5, but I'm trying to look really fast now because I'm just feeling the urge
to bet the under. I like what you did. Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. That's a nice little graphic there.
Yep. I'm just gonna take App State money line. I don't trust the -7. It's terrible odds. It's -278, but I'm betting on my team to win. I'm betting on the Pats to go +6.5 against the Jets. Saturday though, Cal's undefeated.
Woo!
Florida State has not won a game. Cal went into Auburn and beat Auburn at Auburn.
Shout out SEC. Ooh.
So I'm going Cal +2.
I like it.
My other game, shout out Buku.
Dude, you snake. You snake.
I didn't want to steal his thunder.
You snake.
But I might change this because of what Buku said. I was going to take him at +7 at BC. But if he likes him, if he thinks they're going to lose by 10, I'll take him at +14. So I might change that. But I'm going to also
the Sparties, Michigan State Sparties.
I'm going to also add another one to this that's not on the thing.
Jeez, dude.
I'm taking the Buffalo Bulls +14 against Northern Illinois.
What?
Yeah.
You're going against the darling of America who's rated #1 in the FPI?
Come down game. You know what? Come down game, and I think you might be onto something.
At home, come down game. Think about what Marshall did after they beat Notre Dame. They were terrible the rest of that year.
But they didn't have a bye. Didn't Northern Illinois have a bye?
Even worse. They got to hear for another week how good they were. 2 weeks, people been telling them how good they've been.
Shout out to Northern Illinois. That place is going to be rocking.
Yes. Buffalo +14.
Okay.
Moving to Sunday, though. Eagles can't stop the pass.
They can't stop anything.
The Saints have been
can't start anything
all over the field. I'm taking the Saints at -1.
I like that.
And you're saying they're going to beat the spread?
I'm saying they're going to win by more than 1 point.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right.
Yep. And then the Packers are +3 against the Titans.
Revenge.
Revenge game. Malik Willis. I mean, come on. The
Let's go.
Packers
I
that
like
win, they find a way to win. They find a way to be close. They find a way to win. Jordan Love didn't get hurt in the first game in Brazil. I bet they won that game too.
True. No, that was on the last play of the game, dude. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but he could have thrown a Hail Mary for them to win. Malik Willis
You
took a
think they were going
sack.
to pull off the Hail Mary?
Yeah, they've done it before.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
Rodgers did it against the Lions.
That was controversial. That was against Seahawks, wasn't it? Or was it both?
It might have been both.
Might have been both. Buku, there you go. Don't change it, bro. I see you, dog. You know that's a good place. The Sparties. Buku hitting us with the Sparties. Who's next? Oh, it's me. I didn't know that. I never know what order they're in. I can't see them whenever I organize them. All right, DraftKings. Look at this. Deonta Foreman. That's who you're going to want to play as your running back. Everybody's going to be all over Jerome, what's his name? I forgot the running back. Jerome Ford.
I don't even know who Foreman plays for.
Browns are hosting the Giants. Okay. And the Giants just gave it up to the Commanders. Brian Robinson ran for like 200 yards that game. So go ahead, pencil in Deonta Foreman. He's not listed as a starter, but he did have a significant increase in workload last week. And he's their grinded out dude. So there you go. Juwan Jennings, if he plays. If not, Jacob Cowan. Put those guys in there. Javi, I am with you. Saints -2.5.
Oh, it's moved already?
Yeah, that was yesterday too, so it might have moved even more. I can't look. Buku maybe knows. Saints -2.5 versus the Eagles. Same reason it's in New Orleans. That place is gonna be rocking. The Eagles cannot stop anyone on defense. Vic Fangio will not blitz. So, and then my college one
now -3.
Oh, so people are betting the Saints.
Hammering the Saints.
My third one, Arkansas State at Iowa State +22. Iowa State in recent history has been terrible against.
They've been ranked.
I know, but they've been terrible against FCS teams, against G5 teams, especially at home. They blow it all the time.
Didn't Arkansas State play a big game recently too?
Yes, they played against. They beat Tulsa, and they hung with Michigan. They only lost by 10 to Michigan. That game was close all game. So I'm telling you right now, Arkansas State +22. Iowa State's been known to struggle with teams like that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that, Tex? You like that one?
Mm-hmm. I like that one too.
I mean, they beat Tulsa at home, then they went on the road at Michigan and only lost by 10, but that game was close pretty much the whole game. So I'm just saying, dude, little +22 there. All right, next. Butch is not here, but he gives you Rashid Shaheed at 5,300, the hottest name in football. He gave you a little USC -5 versus Michigan, the Notre Dame over 43.5. He's taking the Niners -7 against the Rams, and then the Broncos and Bucks over 39.5. I do like that because the Bucks are they're beat up on defense, and Baker and them are going to score points.
You think Bo Nix gets his first touchdown pass?
Bet it.
Bet
it. I bet you can bet that.
You can.
Go ahead. So that's Butch P.
Thinking about it.
Dylon says Bears defense, special teams, 2,600 on DraftKings. Put them in your lineup at Indianapolis because Anthony Richardson sucks. And then he wants you to play Jamison Williams at 5,800 in the shootout because the Lions are playing the Cardinals up in Arizona. That game is going to be electric. And then, of course, everybody taking another jab for the fourth consecutive segment in a row. Over Brock Purdy, rushing yards 8.5 because CMC is still out. You guys are disgusting. Grow up.
Does he have it in him?
Yeah, he had a nice long run last week against Minnesota. It's time for him to put the team on his back. This is it.
Tell him to call JA.
Text. Tell the people.
I'm thinking for DFS, I'm going to play a Dalton Thielen stack. I think that's just going to go off for a game.
I like it.
Just one game. Because it hasn't happened all year. They haven't been catching passes. Nothing's been happening. And Thielen last year was a workhorse. Then I got SMU money line against TCU.
Not plus 3?
That one was, hang on.
Who's the best team in Texas? Power rank them. I thought you had a power ranking. That's what you need to do. You need another Texas power ranking.
Yeah, money line plus 124. TCU's favorite right now. I think the SMU quarterback they got for that Preston kid, good. And then I got a 4-leg parlay.
Who you got in it?
I'm
trying to remember. I'm trying to pull up the picture.
You can't. It's on the screen. What are you looking at?
Oh, it is. Okay. Cal, SMU, Duke, and Utah money line. Cam Rising's supposed to play. That's the only reason I took Utah. Otherwise, I wouldn't have taken him.
What a wild
with
story.
his hand.
He's supposed to play.
Utah's playing Oklahoma State, aren't they?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
He's expected to play.
You know what I like about the Thielen?
They don't lose with him.
What I like about the Thielen Dalton stack, last year in Dalton's only game that he played, he threw it 52 times.
Woo!
I know it's a different coach, different coordinator, but the guy slings it.
He does sling it. It's very true.
Red rifle.
All right. Let's see if we can improve. Stop picking stupid picks and see if we can get back over 500 as a group. Minus Texas. Do we have to do those individually as individual, or do we have to count the parlay whether it hits or not?
Hits.
Can we do
Count the parlay whether it hits or not.
All right.
Although I did stake them all individually also.
You coward. You're such a coward.
Were they all plus money?
No.
No, they weren't. He's not man enough.
Plus, two or minus.
He's not man enough. Okay. Hang the banners. Hit it. Last segment.
You did it! Congratulations!
Hang the banners. Here we go. Who wants to go first? J-Vi?
I'll go first. I'm going to hang the banner for kickers. This year, the kickers in the NFL are 35 of 37 on 50-plus yard field goals.
Mm-hmm.
The Houston kicker has 6.
Air Baron.
Has 6 of those so far. The only 2 misses, though, so I guess this is a hang the banner and a how dare you, because the only 2 miss attempts in that 35 of 37 have come from the same person. Do you know who that person is?
Justin Tucker.
The best kicker ever. Statistically.
Allegedly.
Statistically.
Mm-hmm.
Is the only one. Is he losing it?
I think he's losing it. The torch has been passed. I think Butker's the best kicker in the league now.
I mean, the Eagles kicker is good too.
Yeah, Jake Elliott.
Yeah.
We should power rank the kickers.
The Falcons kicker, he's good.
Yeah, Younghoe Koo's good. Fairbairn's pretty good. Jake Moody's pretty good now. He's shaky last year.
He's having a good year so far.
The kicker from Washington who made 7 field goals last week.
Yeah, 21 points.
Shout out him. There's been like 3 times kickers have made at least 6 field goals in a game. That has to be some sort of record. And I love all the big shows are like, it's everybody calm down. It's like, no, call it what it is. These quarterbacks suck. And they can't score on these defenses. They have no idea what they're looking at. They got teams out there running shell coverage, changing things as the ball snapped, and these quarterbacks have no idea what they're looking at. That's what it is. Don't make excuses for them. When the ball is snapped, they have no idea what to do. Pre-snap, post-snap. That's what it is. Don't hold their hand. They stink. All right. My hang the banner was for a podcast review that we got, which was awesome. From Ryan 109876 on Apple says, these guys are great. ! They are funny! They tell it how it is. Love the DFS also. You know what? Hang the banner for you, Ryan. Those reviews right there mean a lot. So thank you. And we'll try to keep it coming. And now BMO wants us to do a mandatory 4-player anytime TD score parlay from each of you every week. If you like 16 leggers, now you're talking, because that's what I like to make on Saturday nights.
Look, I'm going to tell you this. If I have to do it anytime touchdown every week, I'm picking Josh Allen.
That's a good starting point.
I've been building 16 leg parlays on anytime touchdowns in each game.
Mm.
That's electric. I missed about one in the first week.
Mm. Yeah.
It's
Bebo
like
says
plus 9 million. It's crazy.
It's awesome. Then you can boost it. It's incredible. It's like
Yep.
bet 50 cents to win $375,000.
Exactly.
BMO says Boswell and Aubrey. There's a lot of good kickers in this league, dude. We need a power ranking. We need to do an episode where we power rank them. All right. The only other thing we have is App State plays
Wait a minute.
tomorrow
Am
night.
I gonna hang my banner?
Oh yeah, hang your banner. Sorry.
Dude, come on.
Sorry.
Mine's gonna be Ian Happ from the Chicago Cubs. Hit a pitch. The pitch was 103.7 miles an hour. Homer. Hardest pitch ever hit out.
Dude, what was the exit velocity? Or
trying to
velo,
find
I'm
that.
sorry. It's exit velo.
Trying to find it.
I gotta sound smart.
The original was Josh Bell, 102.9.
Ooh. I remember Josh Bell. That was recent. Had to be recent.
Last year.
Yeah.
Actually, it's this year.
See? Told you. I remember. App State hosts South Alabama. Tomorrow night, 7:30. Only college football game on in America. So tune in and enjoy the scenery that is Boone, North Carolina, our homeland, our stomping grounds. Enjoy that. Uh-oh. J-Vi's being called out. Shaved your beard.
That's the regular season. Only matters for the playoffs.
I mean,
wait a minute. Are you on a win streak?
2 games.
Woo!
Oh, no.
Jeez. Jacksonville Jaguars coming to town. Josh Allen's kryptonite, and you're shaving your
Look,
face.
it's win-win.
Has Bass missed any field goals?
Yes, he has.
Ooh, he did miss
in
that
the
one
last
bad.
2 games.
He did miss that one.
Yes,
bad.
he missed against the Dolphins.
So you get a break there.
That's what I'm doing for Bass.
But
yes.
Don't make me bring out the special outfit for Bass.
Hey, go ahead, bring it out.
You won't.
Exactly. Bring it out.
Send it to him.
That's right. Send
Game
it to him.
worn.
Be like, hey, I haven't washed this since I was in a slump. Here you go. Okay. Here's a look at what we got on college football. Look at this slate, boys. Just take a gander. This is CF, I don't know, somebody's Twitter account. Shout out to them. Utah at Oklahoma State, Tennessee at Oklahoma, Southern Cal at Michigan, NC State at Clemson, Illinois and Nebraska, Georgia Tech at Louisville.
Now,
here he goes.
Come on. I got a question. This Illinois-Nebraska game, you all you talk about is how they rank teams that the SEC team is playing so they get a ranked win.
Mm-hmm.
This is the exact same thing. Nebraska's ranked 22nd. They ranked Illinois 24th. The spread of that game is 10.
Is Illinois undefeated?
It should not be a 10-point spread for teams that are ranked 2 spots from each other.
Is Illinois undefeated? Answer that.
Maybe. I don't know.
My beef. Who coaches Illinois?
Bielema.
Do you know that they run the eye? A little bit of the eye.
Do they?
A little bit old. A little bit Old Testament football. Hey.
Eye for the Noi.
Preach to me. Take me to church. Take me to the church of the
I want
eye.
to watch that game. New school versus old school.
Let's go, baby.
Did you see the guy from Nebraska said that he doesn't act like Mahomes?
That guy's
who he is.
That's not Patrick Mahomes. That's Patrick McTown Holmes.
I love the fact that he's like, nah, I don't mimic him.
Are
at
you
all.
kidding me?
I love that.
If he's trolling, that's even better. Good
I know.
for him.
That's why I love it.
Good for him. So, no, the reason that I was yelling last week is because Texas A&M's 2-1. They don't need to be ranked.
They lost to a ranked team.
They don't need to be ranked. They are 2-1. Illinois and Nebraska are undefeated. You have lost. You don't get to climb back in. You blew your
Nebraska beat
chance.
Colorado.
Who cares? They're undefeated. They're undefeated. Rebuttal. All right. Last thing. Oh, look at that. Power rankings, college football.
Yes.
I did it. I figured it out. I got it right. I got Texas at 1. Tex did not submit his, so he gets no say in this. USC at 2. Oklahoma State at 3. Miami at 4. Tennessee at 5. Northern Illinois at 6. Highest FPI in football. Georgia at 7. Alabama at 8. UNLV, who's 3-0, just beat Kansas on the road. How about it? Oregon at 10. Mizzou at 11. Memphis at 12.
Kansas is 1-2.
Well, they lost to Illinois, and they lost to UNLV. 2 undefeated teams. And that quarterback cannot stop turning the ball over. Jalen Daniels or whatever his name is. So that's my rankings. Any thoughts?
I don't think that 3 group of 5 teams will get in.
Well, they should, because it's not that different. So here's J-Vice. I'll put your face on there for you.
Okay. I got Georgia at 1, Oregon
What?
at 2.
Okay, sorry.
Because they're ranked number 1 in the country. There's no team that's proven that they're better than Georgia yet. Oregon at 2, Clemson
Kentucky
at
almost
3,
did.
Iowa State at 4. So I think Iowa State's going to be sneaky and win the Big 12. So I got your 4 automatic qualifiers there. I use my 5th automatic qualifier at number 5, like I think is how it should be. And I'm giving Memphis a credit for beating number 3, 0-3 Florida State.
Stop it.
I got Texas at 6, Ohio State at 7, Miami at 8, Ole Miss, Missouri, Nebraska at 11. I got a little crazy here. At number 12, I put the Carolina Panthers because until they prove to me that they're good enough to win a game, then they should be playing in the college football playoffs.
You didn't even put them up high. You put them at 12.
They barely get in.
They're not even automatic. Oh, I will take. I dropped Ohio State out of mine. They've played nobody. We haven't seen him for.
They do this every time. You know, Michigan, this is like week 5 of the season. Michigan has not played a away game yet. And they play
Wow.
USC at home this week.
Ohio State's played 2 games against Akron and Western Michigan. Get out of
They
here.
do this every year. They do it every year.
They don't deserve to be in the top 10.
And
Get them out of here.
Teams they play in the Big 10 are like 3-8. And then they play Michigan at the end of the year. It's the only team they play with a winning record.
Yep. I agree. Tex, any thoughts on those?
I think you're both wrong, but I didn't submit one, so
you don't get a say.
Hey, we both put Texas in there.
We did. I have them at 1, so aggregate
all it matters is you get in.
They're 3.5 on aggregate.
We're not saying who's going to win it. We're just saying who's getting in.
He's putting Texas there because that's Arch Manning, Texas. I have Quinn Ewers, Texas.
I don't know. I would put Arch Manning, Texas at 2.
Whoa.
yeah, they looked more wagon-esque whenever he was out there.
It's a good adjective. Okay. That's it. That's been episode 167. The WOAT-A-MAKER standings are as follows. Butch has 4. J-Vi and I are tied for second with 2. Dylon has 1. Tex has 0. He does not know football at this time and juncture. He knows no football whatsoever. So, and it's proven right there on the scoreboard. He has no idea. He's not an NFL guy. We'll just say that. Recommend our show to a friend's friend. As we go through this football season, follow us on all of our socials, which are right here if you're tuning in. And YouTube, Rumble, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff. Every time you hit a thumbs up or leave a rating or leave a review, that's all we can ask. It's free. So we appreciate everybody listening. I think that's it. Hey, you be good, Buka.
We love football. Yeah, it's our passion. That's why we're cashing.